Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to an exciting afternoon of Wednesday, the 29th of the 7th, 2020. 29th of the 7th, 2020. I'm Silburn and welcome you to the late one. And thank you for coming on, where I'll be having a very interesting guest. This is an evening in Cabaret, in Showcase with Nataylia, which is coming on later tonight. Just waiting for her to pop in. But first of all, before I go any further, just while thanking you, I need to just also set the stage at the same time because, I've been watching the news today and it is talking about one other thing it's talking about is COVID. COVID, which exists there. The Prime Minister says Boris warned that there are signs of a second wave of coronavirus in Europe. What's the evidence for that? Tomorrow night, please check that out. Well, we're going to be talking about that as well with my guest for in review. And as well, I hope that you're wearing your mask as much as possible. There's so many controversies, so many things which is going on regarding that. But, what can I say except, ladies and gentlemen, don't be, this is what I'm going to say, don't be a sheep. Think about things as well. There's so many things which is going on, so many information. And I won't go there because they say you're going to jail if you say these things, Facebook jail. But guess what? You cannot be in jail if you are subject to certain things, unless you are relying on certain things, then you're in jail. But, that's not the purpose of my show tonight. The purpose of my show tonight is I'm going to have Nataylia. Nataylia, who is, yes, there she is. She's actually putting up her thumbs there. I don't know why she's not in her mask. Are you not in your mask, Nataylia?
1 minute. Let me get it.
You're gonna put on your mask.
I can't find it.
Don't worry.
Don't need it.
I don't wear a mask, so it doesn't make sense you wear a mask, because we're not social distancing now. Everybody's now zooming from different areas, and so that. Nataylia, I was looking at your. I got confused at one point because somebody asked me what does she do, and I said, just say an evening with dynamic Nataylia. That's all we could say. Am I correct? Is that the best way I could describe it, Nataylia?
Silburn, thank you so much. Dynamic is a great word. Can you hear me, by the way, very clearly?
No, I can't hear you clearly, but I can hear you clearly. Me? I'm just winding if I can hear you clearly.
Oh, stop it. What are you like?
Yeah.
Thank you, Silburn, for interviewing me this evening. Made my day more exciting. And what can I say? Hi to anyone who's watching.
Well, one of the things it says, a one-woman show, Sam says, facilitator, podcast, speaker, soon to be author. But I tell you what I titled this show, Nataylia, and it is it time to do us? And why I say is it time to do us? Is it emanated from a discussion about the Black community doing us. We need to say we don't wait for things to happen. We just make things happen.
We do for self. We make it happen. We create.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, my mum's generation would have done a partner instead of waiting to actually get on the property ladder. That's how they bought properties. And we have to be creative. We have to be industrious, and we have to, not be the victim, to be the victors and make it happen.
And that's the reason why I said, with all these different facets, I said, let's see how Nataylia do Nataylia.
Yes. I like that, Sylvan. I like that.
Yeah. So tell me now. Tell us about you, Nataylia. Tell us about sell yourself to the world, Nataylia. Tell everybody's watching now. Thousands. You see, I don't see tens. I see thousands.
Bless you. Bless you. I don't really like to talk about myself, but let me talk about myself. I'm joking. I do. I love psalmist work. I love worship. I don't do enough of it. I want to do more. My EP is an inspirational, gospel-led, Christian inspirational EP, soon to be album. I've sang soul music, pop music. I do gigs on cruises where I do Motown music. I do jazz. And basically, as a writer, the one-woman show, that's where that comes in. The children's book, that's where the writing comes in. I've done theatre. I've done bits and bobs of TV. And, even though I do have a CV that I'm grateful for and I do have a biog, I do still feel in many ways that I'm just getting started, Silver, I'm just getting started. So much more to come from this young lady.
So tell me about the one woman show, because there's lots of one. Give us an idea about the one woman show.
Well, to be honest with you, I've done one woman shows in the theatre. I had a theatre did my own show, Sentimental Journey of Jazz, celebrating the beginning jazz to where jazz is right now,
Yeah,
and that is more of a corporate event that I can bring on the sea on cruises as well as over here in theatres.
yeah,
And then the one that I'm actually workshopping writing is the book One Woman Show, which involves my music, involves poetry,
yeah.
song, dance, monologues,
Mm,
sketches. And that is the one that I will be pushing forward. So that's me, really. That's me. As you were saying,
yeah.
Nataylia, doing for
Mm,
self. That's me creating my own work in the midst of working for companies. I
yes.
won't shy away from work from other companies. I'm not saying I don't work for people.
Yeah.
Clearly, I do. But I think we, at some point, have to say, right, I'm going to set up my own company. Right, I'm going to start doing this myself, and that's that. Do you like the glasses, by the way?
I think it's fantastic. It's fantastic, and it's a shades as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I I was trying to find. I'm really looking for mine because I said I have to sort of keep up with you. You know what I mean? So there I
Come
am.
on now. What's your program? Put those glasses on.
There we are. There we are. Smoking. You know what I mean?
Why not? Why not?
Now listen.
Come on, Silburn show, looking all
Yeah.
hey.
Now listen to me now. You know, you're at this tenure at this point in your life where you're creating all these different strands,
Yes.
and I just want to touch on something. There is a gentleman called Nick Cannon. I don't know if you know Nick Cannon in the
Yes,
States.
the presenter. He's Mariah Carey's baby daddy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And what happened is that he created so many things. He
Yeah.
created so many different platforms, so many shows, to the
Yeah.
point whereby, because of things that he said, they sacked him. And, and I'm saying to myself, with creative persons like yourself, what are you thinking of doing in order to protect yourself so you're not in a sackable position? You know, because you
Keep your
see,
mouth
like
shut. Keep your mouth shut. No matter chat. Don't chat.
you said, okay.
Um,
So go on, yeah,
to be honest with you, what a sad what happened to Nick Cannon.
yes,
But he's very talented, and word is that P Diddy's hired him, so he's got work again now.
revolt, yeah,
And you know, he's very opinionated, but he's in America. Isn't America the land of the free, free of speech? So
yes,
why
yes.
are people sacking people in America when you can free speech anyway? Yeah. What can I say? I just feel that you, as an artist, have a platform. That platform is where you can put your work in. Put it in your work. Why do you have to
Mm.
run your mouth like that? But that's his business. Hey.
But you see the point where I'm talking about now, because people like yourselves have a platform where you create things and you're there, you're a creative person. You're always on the move sometimes, and I can't catch you sometimes, you know. And
Well, not this season with the lockdown. I haven't been on. I haven't been able to go nowhere.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But normally, yes, that's true.
But where do you see yourself going? I mean, with all of these creative platforms. I mean, where do
You
you see
know,
yourself? Yeah,
the sky is the limit, or is the sky only the beginning?
yeah.
And I just trust God, that with my godly gifts and talents, that I'm able to do what it is that He desires me to do. This world is a massive world, but it's also a small
Mm,
world. So it's not just about knocking on doors, the same doors in London. It's about going out there, getting out there, and just making it happen. I'm actually waiting on a visa right now for the States. So see what
yeah.
happens when that comes through. But for now, you just got to take every day as it comes and
Mm.
make sure you do something every day towards your goals.
Now the family background is Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
Okay, you're trying to make sure that you're confirming such with the pathway, yes? Yeah, man. Well, go on.
Well, go
So
on.
so tell me now, the you have done a lot some stuff in Jamaica.
I was very fortunate and blessed to have gone to Jamaica to do a commercial. That phone call was a nice phone call, and I was like, "I'm going to Jamaica,"
Yeah,
and I did a commercial in Kingston, Jamaica. I met Sir Richard Branson. I met Usain Bolt at the peak of Usain Bolt's career. So it was a
yeah,
big deal. And even now it still is a big deal because Usain Bolt is a Jamaican treasure. You go to the
yeah.
airport, you see him everywhere,
So,
not just
so,
the airport,
so,
but
so,
he is everywhere.
so, ladies and gentlemen, for me, let me just say this: if you remember that commercial where Usain Bolt was a woman, a man, and everything like
A
that,
baby.
Natalia, our baby, you were the woman, isn't it?
Yes, I was.
So he put his head on your body.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And they also put his head on the baby's body as well. And
Yeah,
yeah, that was fun.
yeah. The thing about Jamaica, though, because I think you've been trying to break into Jamaica a lot. What has it been like? The land of your fathers, your mother and father. What is it like with your breaking into Jamaica?
I did the commercial that was from England. Then I went
Yeah,
to Jamaica to do a feature film. That feature film, when it was with a production company and a first time production company. So things are still, still in the process, basically.
yeah.
I'm not sure if it's going to come out or when it's going to come out, but I did a feature film in Jamaica as well a few
Mm.
years ago. I'd love to do some work in Jamaica. Jamaica's a beautiful country, and I believe there's lots of opportunities in Jamaica that I'm yet to know about. But personally, as an artist, I would rather be offered work over here to go to Jamaica rather than going in Jamaica and
To
knocking on
the
doors, to be
right,
honest.
right,
Yeah.
right. Do you see that sort of linkage whereby it is happening from here? You got
Yeah, because that's how I got the commercial. I got the commercial from here. The feature film I got from here.
yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Tell me now, in regards to Birmingham now, you're from Birmingham?
Yes, I'm from Birmingham.
Yeah, you're from Birmingham.
Yeah.
What is Birmingham like now in regards to issues of the Black Lives Matters or issues along that way there? What's your take on that?
Black Lives Matter. There were marches and protests that took place in London, in
Mm,
Birmingham, as well as the
mm,
whole country. Well, not the whole country, certain cities. And I Birmingham is the heart of England. It is
yes.
definitely up and coming. A lot of people from London are moving to Birmingham, especially with that new train that's going to be connecting London to
Mm,
Birmingham in about 40 minutes, which is absolutely ridiculous. But I
mm,
feel that the Black Lives Matter movement, even though it's quieting down in the UK, there's still a few events that are happening and that will keep happening. It's nowhere near as hot as it is over there in the States right now.
mm,
They're still protesting. I just hope and pray that the social change, the change that is needed and that has been needed for generations,
yes.
that it happens. It's
Yeah.
absolute madness
Yeah.
what happens over there. Obviously not everywhere, but when
Yeah.
you hear about it, it's oh, you just have to pray.
Yeah. Isn't Natalie, you're born in this country, and
Yeah,
I wasn't born in this country. You grew up in this country. You're experiencing the ups and downs. Can we say the UK is a land of opportunity?
UK is definitely a land of opportunity. A lot of people want to come to England. It's a good country. It's a great country. That said, artists want to go to America.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm one of them, uh, politics aside. But definitely, England has got great opportunities, and you've got to seek out those opportunities. I mean, what other countries, for instance, give free healthcare, you know?
Yeah.
And we have the royal family. Hello.
But you don't have Harry and Meghan anyhow still, so is that much of a worry?
Yes, they've gone to the States or wherever they are hiding. Good for them. Hide.
Yeah.
Because the press can be something else.
Your faith is a strong factor in everything, though.
Yeah.
You used to go to Ruach Church. I don't know which if am I correct there? Which Ruach you used to go to some years ago.
Yeah, I still visit now when I'm in London. Still
Yeah.
visit. Yeah.
What is the anchoring factor regarding your faith and what you do?
Everything. My
Yeah.
faith is everything, my relationship with God is everything. Um, and that's it really. You know, I don't see any other way. I don't see
Mm.
any other way at all. Yeah.
because
And my work that I create shows that as well, and my choices that I make,
yeah,
definitely. Because I believe if I made the choice to say I'm an atheist, or I believe in God, but I kind of do my own thing. I have my own rules and I don't care. It would show. You would know.
yeah.
True, isn't it?
Yeah, no, you're right about that. I mean, because everybody these days are believing any and every different thing. I always say that if everybody's believing any and everything, that those who believe in something should make it declare what they believe, no matter
Yeah,
what.
yeah,
Because
that's true.
um,
That's true
because
because there are people who I guess haven't made a choice.
mm,
That's how they can lean. Dabble here, dabble there. I guess or basically don't make a choice and don't go
yeah.
anywhere. Mm.
What's when you say a facilitator? What is that?
I facilitate workshops for youth and for women to help
Mm,
empower, to motivate, to inspire, to educate. So there'll be a workshop with 10, 20 people, and there's one person that's the main instructor. That's me, the facilitator.
mm,
I also curate as well, so I would construct workshops together to bring out to people. By the way, if you're thinking, why am I dressed this way with the glasses and
yeah.
this and and dress, this is not my average normal way that I dress. I'm actually at work.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this is a work uniform, not a dress that I would wear myself.
Is it
But
that
you're gonna make it happen. Do you know what I mean?
is it
Yeah.
that you're at some sort of gig or something like that?
Yeah, I'm doing some presenting here. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. So if people want to catch you, they have to come to Birmingham.
Not necessarily. Go
Listen, the other
online. I say catch me online.
catch you online. The
Yeah.
other bit also is what you say. You have your own podcast because
Yes, I do. I have my own podcast. It's available on all the platforms, Spotify, Apple. Go on my website. It's on my website, www.nataylia.com. And the podcast is health and well-being. I've done 2 episodes. I'm planning to do many, many more. If
yeah,
you are an entrepreneur and you have a business to do with well-being, from hair to food to fitness, feel free to get in contact with me and I can interview you for the podcast. Um,
yes,
I'm glad I've got the podcast. It is going to evolve. It is going to change because I do love to listen to podcasts. And the one that I'm listening to right now was launched today, and that is Michelle Obama's podcast. So I don't mind plugging Michelle Obama's podcast. She's giving it for free, and she was the first Black First Lady.
tell me about the podcast thing. What is it about a podcast that captivate person? Is it just because you're able to relax and listen, or what?
Well, in terms of me listening to podcasts, I love inspiration. I love to hear what
Yeah.
people are talking about. What is that thing that makes them want to share it with other people? What are they talking about?
Hmm.
I love to be and also I love to hear podcasts when there's interviews with people that I like and I respect. And in terms of me curating a podcast, I've got lots of ideas that I just want to get out there, and the information that I have, I want to share it with people who may not be aware of it, or maybe they are aware of it. Just want to put it in one, condense it into 40 minutes and put it on a platform that people can listen to for free. It's the thing right now. It's 2020. Everyone's doing a podcast.
Well, I tell you this that I'm going to put this in on a podcast, the audio only.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, don't put
You
the
should. I
audio.
mean, you've got it on your social media platforms. You can put it on your podcast. And that
Yes,
said,
yeah,
now you've said that, Sylvan, my podcast that I have, I'm actually going to put it on my blog. And
okay,
also, I've been advised, I'm going to put it on an ebook as well.
okay. You're right about that because one of the things that I was told sometime is that you can find your book very easily by even the simple shows that you do or different
Absolutely.
talks that you do. You just
Absolutely. Because there is an app that you can actually transform. Sorry, not transform. You can transform your audio to text and vice versa. So
wow,
actually, you can do everything with your work.
wow.
Yeah.
So therefore, I've got about maybe 200 or 300 shows over the from
Oh,
2000.
you're sorted. You got
My
many
days.
books.
How many
Yeah.
books is that? Oh my
No,
days, that's
no,
so much
no, no, no.
fun.
Yeah, yeah.
and and I want to talk about, and then you, of course, you're a dynamic person, so therefore your energy that you use is you're a speaker as well.
Yeah, I'm a speaker. My speaking agent that I have, I'll be very honest with you, they're very quiet. They've got a lot of celebrities on their books. I'm not a celebrity, by the way, but I am on their books, and they're very, very quiet.
You're
So the work,
Natalia. You're Natalia. I am Natalia. You're Natalia, the only one.
yes, 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 yes. I've done speaking events in schools and for events, youth
Mm.
events, and the platform for speaking is huge. There's so much more that I could do. I haven't even started yet with the speaking opportunities.
Yes,
But I
yes.
do have my topics I will share with you. It is called Purpose Within because I believe everyone has a purpose within, but I also believe not everyone knows their purpose. And this has got nothing to do with age or color. Some people
Sorry.
know, some people don't know.
Okay, let's back up on that one. 'Cause I like inspirational stuff. So you say
Yeah.
everybody knows their purpose within. Everybody
I
have
believe
a purpose within.
I believe everyone has a purpose. Everyone
Yes.
has a purpose. However, I believe not everyone knows their purpose. Not
Bingo.
everybody knows, and this has got nothing to do with age or color or
I
stage.
like I like
Some
that.
people know, some people don't know.
Yeah.
From a
I
very
like,
young age, I knew what my purpose was, and I've
yes.
done it and I'm doing it. But
You're
some
living it.
people don't know. And I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm just letting you know some people
Mm.
don't know. And that's why I have this topic that I talk about called Purpose Within, helping
That's
people
how.
to tap in to
Yes.
bring out their purpose.
Yeah.
That's one of the topics I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get my baby jumping. You know when Mary and Martha was walking. Is it Mary the mother of Jesus and Martha the mother of John? And they were
Yes.
walking and they were talking about what the Lord has been saying to them and their baby jump. So you got me
Oh,
jumping right there when you
oh
said
yes.
because
Also, then you're doing it. You're doing it. You're a man of God, and you're doing your purpose. It's
yeah.
evident enough.
Yes, and you know what I found out the other day, this Natalia, I've been doing these walks in the morning, and these walks have just been very inspiring.
I saw on your WhatsApp. I saw you were. Where were you in? Some countryside
And so
area.
those are secret, man. Those are the secret
Don't
areas.
tell nobody where you go.
I'm not telling nobody when we go. You know what I mean? Every time when I'm walking and I see people, I say, no, I don't want to see any people. I say, I don't want to see. Let me go back in the bushes into the street. But there's something that came up the other day about there's a diamond inside of you, a
Oh
diamond.
yes,
And
yes.
that became so very strong. There's a diamond in us, but many of us don't know that there's a diamond in us.
Come on now, because how is diamonds made? Aren't they made from coal, dirt? So you have to clean it off. You have to,
Yes,
polish it off, and then bang, shining bright like a diamond. So
and
absolutely,
yeah, and then guess what? Also, that diamond has been there and going over the years, battered, abused, volcano, hurricane, storms, and everything. But when you find it, you realize, my days, over the years,
precious. How precious it is. Yes,
over the years,
yeah,
and then you get it, as you say, you shine it, and you're
yes,
bright. So just
absolutely,
like when you say the purpose within. People need to
yes,
find a purpose within, and that's a very good thing. And that is where you do the pampering now. So you pamper that over now with the pampering world. See, I know.
absolutely, absolutely. It's the truth. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about the pampering world now, because that's another element now, isn't it?
The Pampering World is the podcast, and it
Yes.
covers different elements from fitness to well-being, food, the talks, the workshops. But specifically, the talking topic is Purpose Within, and the workshops are Purpose Within.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, that's
and that's
awesome.
my well-being, and that's my social entrepreneur side,
Yes.
separate from the creative artist side. You've
Yes.
got the well-being, the giving to the world, and then you've got the other one where you're actually using your talents.
Mm. I don't know where you are. I don't know where you are and where you're situated, but I'm tempted to say for you to sing something. I don't know. I'm
I
just
know,
pushing.
I was going to, because I think I'm not sure if my friend's watching. I don't know. I can't see if anything's going on, what people are saying. But Claire Alexandra Afria, happy birthday, darling. I want to sing. I hope I'm not going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, declare. That's my friend. What song
Yeah.
do you just want me to sing?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Something, just something that you. There's that song there that I was playing at the start in your intro. There's an
Which one
intro.
was that one?
It is the first one. It is the first one from the
EP.
intro. Um,
Oh, I think it is.
from the preview.
Yeah.
And and if I can let you hear it,
Go on.
very briefly. Let me just let you hear it very briefly there, and that so we can make it with your time there. And here it is, just a little snippets there. 1, 2, 3.
Tonight on the Late One with
I know which
Nataylia
one it
at
is.
9 p.m.
Okay, 1 second. La 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 la.
Yes. How about you sing it for me after 3? 1, 2, 3, go.
Me. I'm more rap. I'm
You
more
just
rap.
you just sang it. You said la 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 la.
La 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 la. Yeah.
Silben, I won't be able to do it here. I can
Yeah.
feel.
I
Yeah,
think
wrong
I
place, wrong
figure,
time.
yeah, I figure as much. No problem. But listen, I think 'cause you got a limited time, so I'm just trying to
Yeah,
catch
gotta go in a
you.
bit.
Now, one last thing is what about tell me for young people now? And as you say, you do some work with young people. What is your message to young people at this time? Right now in the UK, with Black Lives Matters and all the different issues, young people are actually going through this thinking process, understanding their roots, understanding where you are. You grew up in this country. You
I have this to say to the young people.
please,
You
yes,
are tomorrow's leaders.
yes,
Point. But at the same time, you're also, even though you're young, you can also be a leader right now. There's so many youth that are leading movements, are making, global impact, are building businesses at a very young age. I would say tap into your purpose within, follow your dreams, be clear about what it is that you want. And if you're not certain, you're not sure, what excites you? What are you passionate about? And I would say definitely speak to a leader around you. Don't go alone. Speak to one of your teachers,
yes,
someone from your church, speak to your parents, speak to a guardian, and start the ball rolling. Whatever that thought is, whatever that dream is, whatever that hope is, take action on it today.
yes, 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 and that is wonderful. And ladies and gentlemen, and for young people, because what I'm doing, I'm building a youth following as well with my shows on Friday,
Nice.
and they'll listen to this, and
Yeah.
they'll come back, and your details is going across. I know you may not be able to see much, but Natalia Bookings at gmail.com,
Thank
Instagram,
you.
they can find you. I am Natalia, and they can go to your website, which is www. which is natalia.com.
.com.
Definitely.
Still, Ben, thank you so much. I'm cheeky, but I have to go now.
Yes. And
We'll do IG later.
yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes, 10 o'clock. Is it 10 o'clock?
10.
Natalia will
Yeah.
come back. Definitely. But you won't know this, but I'll play out a bit of you singing the national anthem, okay?
Thank you. Let
Okay.
me just tell you a bit about that. That was in Jamaica. I was invited to go to a church in Montego Bay, Jamaica, and they
Yeah.
just called me up on stage, Natalia, sing something. And I was like, those moments when you're kind of unprepared. So I just
Yeah.
thought, let me do a bit of the Jamaican national anthem. I can do better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Enjoy.
No problem. You take care of yourself, Natalia.
Speak
Thank you
later.
so
God
much.
bless you.
Bye bye.
Ciao.
Thank you. Cheers.
Peace.
Bye bye. Bye. Okay, let me just play this just briefly. Natalia there. Land we love, eternal Father, bless our land. Guide us with thy mighty hand. Keep us free from evil powers. Be our light through countless hours. Be our leader, great defender. Show true wisdom from above. Justice, truth, be ours forever. Jamaica land we love. Sing with me. Jamaica, Jamaica, Jamaica land we. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Natalia, and want to thank her so much for sharing that time. It was we had to catch her within a window there. But what we're gonna do is to come back at 10 o'clock on Instagram, and you can find the details there, whereby she will also talk to people on Instagram. And yes, as a matter of fact, as I said, the show is time to do us, and it's time for us to do us. Everybody's doing themselves, and therefore many of us have this thing within us that we want to actually get out And as she said something about the purpose within you. There is a purpose within you. But the key purpose within you also is also crucial in that you've got to, this is it, find that purpose also within you. And as that thing which I've been talking about of recent days, whereby one need to find the diamond, right? There is a diamond in each one of us. There's a diamond, and that is very crucial. Find the diamond, and I'm going to be doing more of that and more of that discussion in regards to understanding what is within us and also sharing within us at the same time, because I believe that is also something which is crucial, and that is something which is so very important. So without further ado, I want to thank you so much for coming on. Tune in tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, where we're going to have the team. That is Kama, David, Keisha, myself, as we look at some of the top news of the week. And of course, definitely, what we're going to be talking about, definitely, without a doubt, is COVID, mask. I'm not sure if we're going to touch on some of these topics, but we're playing with it. There are some topics that would put you in jail, let's say, but there's a doctor. There's issues about certain comments made, Wiley, Nick Cannon. I don't know, but I think that there must be a way whereby certain things can be discussed in a way whereby it can sort of shed some light. Because one of the things that I've been concerned about, and the other thing many people have been concerned about, is whereby information and discussion somewhat is being guzzled. Information which is not able to come out because someone is saying you should not hear about that. You should not read about that. You should not listen to that. And what it does, I believe, it is making people becoming sheep. Years ago, one time I was talking and I was saying sheeps with an S. My sisters were looking at me in Jamaica and they were laughing and said, stop it, it's sheep. So I'm making very clear that I said sheep. And because we're not able to think, they're not allowing persons to think as much as possible, called the mind which is upon us. The mind is a battlefield. Wars, battles have been won in the mind. We've got to make sure that we protect it. I've been speaking about this so much. One has got to use wisdom at the same time, because just because you have freedom of expression, that doesn't mean to say it doesn't come with responsibility and a level of maturity. But at the same time, I do believe that it is very important that persons are able to think for themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, and see you tomorrow night. And Friday night, I've got Nicole, a young person, 24 years of age. She'll be coming on. And Saturday, across the Atlantic, watch your space. There may be a surprise guest. And remember to like and subscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. The show is going live at this moment. I'm looking presently at YouTube, which is going on there. Looking at Facebook and also no Instagram now. Instagram will come on later. So thank you very much. I'm Silver. Bye-bye.